Hello and welcome to my channel. Today I wanted to try something a little different. So I've really been wanting to clean up and organize my tarot and oracle collection here. So what I thought I would do is maybe try to do just a chat and catch up while I'm, organizing and talking about tarot and oracle decks and all that good stuff. So if you're new here, welcome to my channel. This is just something new I'm going to try to do and see how it goes. So with that, I think the first thing I'm going to do is start pulling everything out and separate them by tarot, mini tarot, oracle, and Lenormand decks and kind of go from there. And then I've also got my other divination tools here as well, so I've got to fit those in there somewhere. But my collection is just starting to get big enough that I'm really finding that it's getting challenging to find organized space for it. So we're going to see what we're going to do here. I did put a few decks up here in the corner because I want to move this shelf down. So I've got the Bonestone and Earthflesh Tarot by Avalon Cameron. I've got the Avalonian Oracle deck. I've got the Druid Animal Oracle, and I've got the Book of Shadows Tarot, As Above and So Below. So there's two decks in there. That one's a fairly new one for me, so I haven't really used online yet because I'm still learning the deck. But that's those. And then in here, I have my books for any of the decks that I have in wraps. I've got my Tasseomancy teacup in here from the Witch's Moon. And I've got a nice little protection talisman from the Witch's Moon there as well. And this little stuff right here is just, I don't know if you can see it, but it's a bunch of pens. It's just my stationery little tiny section right there. So with that, let's see, I'm just gonna start pulling them out. We have the Wikipedia spell deck. So that's kind of an oracle. These three are just boxes. These are the decks I'm using right now. So for my regular daily pulls, I'm using this new deck, to me, which is the Star Dragons, and I'm having fun with that. So I'm gonna fit that in there. For my daily pulls, I've started doing daily quick little 1-minute reels and shorts here on YouTube and reels on Instagram daily. So I do a poll every week on Friday on my Instagram, and this week everyone chose the Lightseers Tarot, and usually I pull also for the Oracle, but this was a new deck for me, this Enchanted Blossoms, and I really wanted to use it. It's a gorgeous deck. Gonna be awesome. Everything's awesome. Honest on this one, when I started using it for the daily pulls for the energy of the day, I kind of realized immediately that I don't really want to use hug decks going forward for those pulls. This one's definitely what you would call a hug deck. It's got only positive, light, happy cards. So if you need a hug or a positive message, that's what this deck is going to do. And it's a gorgeous deck. I'm loving it. I decided to go ahead and keep with it for the week because I've also started doing new moon and full moon larger readings here on my YouTube channel. And the reading for this last new moon was very much hyper focus on the positive things and work through everything negative that's coming up. So I thought, well, all right, I'll go ahead and hyper focus on the positive by using a hug deck since we already chose it. So I'm just gonna set that here. We've got Oracle, Tarot. This one here is my Gateway to the Divine Tarot. This was actually my first tarot deck, so kind of a fun story. I bought this deck used from somebody else off of Instagram. I don't remember her name right now, but she had decided to stop reading tarot and was selling all her decks. And the day that I got this tarot deck, and the minute I started shuffling it, I started hearing all this ruckus of birds outside. And I was like, wow, that's getting louder. And by the time I had shuffled it a few times, my husband had called to me to go outside and look, because it was getting louder and louder. And there was this just a huge amount of crows. I forget what it's called, but there was hundreds of them just circling over our house and then spread out throughout the neighborhood and flew off. So it was pretty neat. So I kind of have that every time I look at this tarot deck. I kind of think of that. It's kind of cool. Anyways, that one's tarot. We have the Midnight Magic Tarot, new deck. A lot of people are using it. It's gorgeous. Let's see, Earthly Souls and Spirits by Terry Foss. Gorgeous deck. Don't know if it still comes in this format. I know she still sells the decks, but I think she's changed it up. This was one of the original ones. Let's see, Intuitive Night Goddess Tarot. Got that in a Witch's Moon box. Beautiful deck. Haunted House Tarot. I got this one in a gift exchange one year during the holiday season, and I'm really glad I did, because I don't think this is a deck I would have picked up on my own, but I absolutely love it. Fantastic deck. So that's tarot. We have Colette Baron Reed's Enchanted Map, the older version. This was my first oracle. Was it my first oracle? Yes. Yes, this one was my first oracle and first deck altogether. This one here, Her Wisdom of Avalon, is my second deck I ever received, with my third deck and first tarot deck being this Gateway to the Divine. This still remains one of my favorite decks. It's got a lot of positive cards in it, but it does have a handful of shadowy sides, so it really has a good balance. Celtic Spirit Oracle. One of my sisters got that for me for my last birthday. Love that deck. Oh, Mystic Sisters. This one's gorgeous. Love this deck. Oracles. I think I have more oracles than I do tarot. This is another fave right here. The Tao Oracle. This deck I find is really fantastic for relationship and harmony and finding balance in relationships. I love this deck for that. My favorite crystal deck of all time so far, until I get more, and who knows, it might still be my favorite. That is an excellent deck. Ancestral Oracle of the Celts. This is a really good deck too. I really like it. Honestly, I haven't used it that much. Maybe I'll start using it in one of my morning reads, or put it in the poll to see if anybody wants to see this deck. It's really a gorgeous deck. I just haven't spent a lot of time with it. I like everything Celtic. I'm not strictly a Celtic practitioner in my witchcraft. I'm very eclectic, but very much love everything Celtic. So we've got here Celtic Tree Oracle, divination cards. So this is great. It's the OM in card form. Some of these are in big boxes. I need to get some more wraps for them, but Crystal Healing. This is a cute little deck. I haven't really used it much. I got it like for $1 on a thrift store, and it's just a little deck. It's got a lot of information on the cards. The biggest bummer for me is that this book is glued into the back, and I'm not a fan of that. And as you can see, if I tore it out, I'd lose one of the pages of the index. So it's just, you know, I don't know. I'll have to decide if I'm going to keep it or gift it or something. But it's kind of a good deck. I just haven't used it a lot. It's got a lot of good information on the cards. Oh, and this deck is gorgeous. This is one of those decks where you kind of wish you could use it all year, but it's just very Halloween themed, so beautiful deck. Some of these decks I have flip throughs for on my channel, and I do want to keep doing flip throughs, alternating between, you know, doing book flip throughs or deck flip throughs. I actually was supposed to do a book flip through today, but I really wanted to do this. It was calling to me, so I decided to do this instead. But the next book I have coming is actually a intermediate moon witchcraft book that is packed with information that I found, so I'm really excited to share that one probably next week. This is just the borderless edition Rider-Waite-Smith. Love the coloring on these cards, and they're borderless, and this is kind of my learning deck for traditional Rider-Waite-Smith. So always got to have one old standard right there. Let's see what we have. This deck I think is my Nicoletta Ciccoli deck. So that's a tarot deck. This one I think is the, open this. Is this the, I think this is the Bifrost Oracle, the guide to Yggdrasil. I'm pretty sure, yeah, it is. Yeah, this is a gorgeous deck too. I haven't quite figured out in what way I want to best use it or read with it. It does have a keyword on the bottom along with the name of the deity or person on the card. But I tried using it actually, because it's just black and white ink. I tried pairing it with, let me see, what deck did I pair that with when I was trying to use it? This one, this little 100 Ink Animals. This is a great little deck. I thought I would like pairing them because they're both black and white, just ink artwork, but they didn't really pair up that great, honestly, for me. So I got to try different things with some of these decks. This is a way cool deck that I have not used very much. Uncover Your Past Lives. I got this in a subscription box that was, I forget the name of the box, but it's a tarot subscription box that I was getting for a while. And it's got these round cards in it with the purple edging on them. They're just really cool cards, and they got different keywords in different positions on the circle. I did a few personal readings for myself with this deck using the spreads in the book, and I love it. I can't wait to use this deck more. Really need to pull that one out. That's another reason why I want to clean this section up, is because I have a lot of decks that I am not using a lot, and I love them. So the Prism Tarot. This one's a gorgeous tarot deck, also from the subscription box. Let's see, I forgot this one down here. I think this one's an Oracle. This is a, what is this one? I forget the name of this. I think I got the book around here somewhere. It's an herb deck, one that I got in the Witch's Moon box. I thought I had the book right here. Bifrost. Oh, it's right here in front of me. The Hedge Witch's Field Guide. So that's what this deck is. It's a great little oracle one. I'll have to look through and see if this one, I don't remember if this one is actually all positive HUD deck or if it's No, it's got like adversity and stuff. So I could use this maybe one week also for my morning daily readings. That would be a good deck to use for that too. So we got oracles. This one, I believe, is my Wildwood deck, Wildwood Tarot, which is one of my favorite decks. I love these wraps, by the way. I don't remember her name. Maybe I'll do a video sometime of the different wraps I have and where I got them. I'll look them all up. Yeah, this is my Wildwood Tarot. Love this. One of my favorite decks. Definitely one of my favorites. So that's tarot. Got another tarot. This one, is this the Darkwood? I think this is the Darkwood Tarot because I got it with the roses. So pretty. Yeah, it's the Darkwood. Darkwood Tarot, Two of Cups. It's a beautiful deck. Okay. So that's tarot. What else we got up here? Should probably go a little bit faster. This one's a Lenormand, Fairy Lenormand. Running out of room over here on my side. So my Lenormand's back there. Oh, this is a fun deck. This is a Lenormand deck called Zenseki Lenormand. So it's all Japanese themed. I just love Japanese culture and their love for nature, and watching like other YouTube videos with the shrines and the outdoor hiking paths and stuff. It's just gorgeous. Very connected to nature, and so I was excited to get this. This deck's pretty new to me, so I've played with it a little bit, but I haven't really dug into it. So I'd really like to do a flip through of that one soon. This one is my Celtic Dragon Oracle by DJ Conway. Yes, Celtic Dragons. Another favorite deck. I love this deck because it has swords as fire and wands as air, which before I really started learning the tarot and started learning a lot more in my witchcraft naturally, I really associated fire with swords just because our own personal fire, and I view having a weapon as an extension of the self. And so if your personal energy, if I see it as fire and then the weapon as extension of yourself, naturally I viewed swords as fire, and I've realized that a lot do it the opposite way. Most tarot Rider-Waite-Smith is swords as air and wands as fire, so I kind of actually use both interchangeably depending on what I'm doing. But this is a gorgeous cover, by the way. Oh gosh, I hope I don't butcher the name, but I think it was Paywak. I'll have to look up the YouTube or the Etsy store. I just bought this from her, and I can never remember how to say her name, but I love this deck. It's gorgeous. I'll definitely be getting some more from her. Oh, another great deck. Vibrational Energy cards by Debbie Anderson. Love those. That's Oracle. I'll go through these a little quicker. Wisdom of Hidden Realms, Colette Baron Reed. These cards are sticky, so that's why I don't use it, but it's a gorgeous deck. Mystical Shaman, Oracle. This is a beautiful deck. Wally's World by Kittens, Weights, and Tarot. She did a whole thing where she, her and her community built the deck together. It's gorgeous. Love to use that sometime in my daily readings. Tarot, the Mystical Moments. I was so excited to get this in a box, but I have had the hardest time connecting with this deck. I just think I haven't found the right thing to use it for. I think it's going to be one of those decks that I use for something specific. I just haven't figured it out yet. Lavish Earth Gemstones. second favorite gemstone deck. Goddesses and Gods. I haven't really used this deck. It's a really cool looking deck. I have not used it a lot. It's Oracle. Divine Interpretation cards. These are very, I don't know what the right words are, abstract, eclectic, just very unique cards, oracle cards, and I actually did use them a couple of times to interpret dreams, like did a spread that was intended to help me understand one of the dreams I had, and I got amazing results with this deck. It was pretty cool. Most of the time I can figure out my dreams without doing a tarot spread or an oracle spread, but the couple that I used that for were really, it was helpful. Gorgeous astrological cards. Yeah, I definitely have way more oracle than I do tarot. Love story. This is a great deck. It's not a hug deck. It's definitely got some shadow cards in here. I'd say probably maybe a fourth to a third of the cards are shadowy cards. Maybe a fourth, but I have a hard time using this deck. I haven't found anything yet that it really, it seems to be very much relationship, love only, like personal one-on-one, like boyfriend, girlfriend, you know, whatever relationship you're in, like an intimate relationship with somebody. That is what this deck is for. I've tried using it for like relationships in general, people you know, people you're friends with, relationship to situations, and it just doesn't work well for that. But it's a beautiful deck. Love this deck. Divine Feathers. Yet again, more oracle decks. Ooh, Fairy Enchantments. I think this is by Ian Daniels. Yeah, Ian Daniels. Love the artwork on this, and it's a great deck. It's actually a kind of an enchantment spell system as well. It's a very cool. Definitely worth the investment. Some educational cards, some rune learning cards, and some Sibley's Backyard Birding, because, you know, gotta have birding cards. Yes, I love birds. I started doing that so at the beginning of last year. I started really getting into bird divination. I'm actually working on and developing a course for it. So over the last couple of years, as I've been learning and developing in my bird divination skills, I'm actually creating a course as well with a ton of information. So not sure how long it will take for that to come out, but I'm definitely working on it. Work in progress. And this is a beautiful little Lenormand bluebird. Okay, so this is a smaller tarot reflective. That's so fun. I actually really like that deck. I wish it wasn't so hefty feeling out. I like small, really light decks in my purse because I don't like heavy stuff. I actually don't even really like carrying a purse. But it's such a cute deck. Anyways, I'm rambling now. Let's see. Truth in Story. Gorgeous deck by Kelly Fitzgerald. She has a YouTube channel. She is amazing. A lot of divination information on her channel, and she's very good about explaining what her views are versus what traditional views are on some descriptions on things. Yeah, she's great. Fairy Tale Lenormand. I believe I did a flip through of this one. I actually tend to carry Lenormand cards in my purse just because they're small and lightweight over a tarot a lot of the time. So we've got little Oracle Avalon Magic. Oh, this is by far my favorite Lenormand deck. I'm going to show it to you guys. I'm going to do a flip through of this deck on my channel. I'm thinking this next month I might do some deck flip throughs because I've got several decks that I really want to do flip throughs on, and I'm starting to come up with more that I want to do flip throughs on. So this has an extension pack. So they've got your, I think, was it 36 cards in a regular Lenormand deck, and it has another set, and she has a printable little booklet PDF file that you can print that comes with it with all the definitions of her add-on deck, and they're gorgeous. I'm just going to show you guys a couple of these cards because I can't really see that. It's glaring. Sorry, it's a letter. But they're just beautiful. I love them. Such a pretty deck. So I'll definitely do a flip through that. So that's Lenormand. And that is by, and I also got the Kensiki Lenormand from Lenormand Love on Etsy. Love Lenormand or Lenormand Love? I think it's Lenormand Love. Anyways, it's one of those, either Love Lenormand or Lenormand Love. Great Etsy store. My second favorite Lenormand deck is the Clair de Lune Lenormand. Beautiful deck. Also, you can find that on Etsy. I think I'll show you guys a couple of these cards. They're just really cool. Look at this dark artwork or dark background with the colorful ink, but it's like colored ink on black. I love it. It's gorgeous. Okay. That is, I can't remember her name right now. I can't believe I can't remember her name right now, but I was trying to see who the author of this deck was. Anna Torian. I couldn't remember her name right then. That was weird. But she does amazing artwork. She also did the artwork in the Bonestone and Earthflesh Tarot deck as well. I absolutely love her artwork. Kind of embarrassed I couldn't remember her name. Oh well. Okay, so let's see, we got a couple of decks. Some Moon Magic Oracle, Forest Fae Oracle. These little tiny Oracle decks are so much fun for just like little everyday reads. Just for a quick little poll. Sorry, I keep hitting that tripod. The Language of Flowers. Love this one. Divine Doors. I've got an obsession with doorways. I love it. Okay, we've got Making Magic and Star Seeds. I love this deck too. If any of you are watching and you're still here with me this whole time, what are some good tarot and oracle decks that have to do with star seeds? I'd really like to get some, and I'm just not really sure what decks to get. So yeah, I'd love some ideas on that. Cute little affirmation cards that I got in one of my journal subscription boxes that I was getting for a bit. Cute little cards. They're oracles. Oh, got more down here. Should have grabbed my reading glasses. Antique of Magic Oracle. I don't know if that says Antiquity. I think it's Antiquity of Magic Oracle. This is a gorgeous deck. It's kind of got a Lenormand vibe to it. I like it. I need to use that one more. I'm going to stick it with oracles because I don't think it's actually a Lenormand, but it's in Lenormand style. The Druid Craft Tarot, another one of my faves. I wish the cards were a little bit smaller, and I don't like trimming my deck, so that's kind of a bummer. Otherwise, I'd be using this one a lot more. Mystical Wisdom, beautiful cards. I have to push these over. So those are my tarot decks. And let's see. Oh yes, Season of the Witch. We've got Beltane, we've got Samhain, one of my favorites of hers, and Yule. Love these decks. Nature's Pharmacy deck, so not really an oracle deck, but you can use it like it. It's got edible herb information on them. The Celtic Lenormand. And this is a beautiful deck too. I love this one. I haven't used it a lot. I want to use it more. It is the Woodland Wardens. Beautiful deck. Okay. These are some smaller, so that's a smaller tarot deck. I tried getting the smaller ones to fit them in my purse, but these metal cases are really heavy. But I like the size of this one. Centennial edition. I actually like the way the cards look and the colors on that. So that's a mini tarot. We have the Everyday Witch mini tarot. These ones though are actually like too small. It's hard for me to see the pictures on them. So I wish I had ones that were like this size that came in a tuck box so that they'd be a little bit, or that maybe I just need to put these in a bag instead of a tuck box. I don't know. And I think this one, I forget what it's called, but it's the one with the cats. Let me pull out the booklet. I'll have the name of it. Tarot of Pagan Cats. It is a cool deck. If I can get another little cute tarot bag that I love. I'll have to look up all the names for you guys. So we got little kitty cat pictures on every single card. Let me show you another one. Love that. All right. So I actually didn't intend on talking only about these cards while I was on here. It just kind of turned into that since I'm showing them all to you as I pull them down. So we'll just roll with it, I guess. Wild Medicine Herbal deck. Very pretty deck. That's by Tamed Wild. She also has this Wild Moon. I don't know if you can see that. Lunar Phase deck. This is a great deck too. It goes through all the moon phases. She's got like different meditations, activities, different things for, she's got a card for every day of the moon cycle. So it's really kind of a cool deck. I got this when I first started practicing witchcraft. Let's see. Put those over here by my oracle decks. 2 more to go, last but not least. Okay, oh yes, the Wild Unknown. This is also one of my favorites. I would say probably my favorite tarot decks are between the Wild Unknown and the Wildwood Tarot. I would say those are my faves. And we have the Animal Spirit Oracle. All right, so excuse the mess. I got some little Clorox wipes here and a paper towel so I can wipe this down real fast. But anyways, these days I'm really getting heavily into my tarot practice more than the oracle cards. I love them both, so I expect that my oracle collection is going to end up growing a lot just because I'm just really using them a lot more these days than the oracle cards. All right, so let's see. I want to try and move this down one. Let's see. How well that goes. Let's give that a try. like to keep my oracles and tarot together. So I think my only 2 tarots that I have in big boxes are up there. So I guess that means I'm going to start with some oracle decks down here on the bottom. So let's go with some of these larger ones here. Let's do it like this. Okay. We have let me see. Trying to find ones that are kind of similar in size or larger decks that don't really fit in a lot of other places. Let's try these actually. A little extra space there. We'll see what happens. This one is kind of a bigger size too. Is it gonna fit in there? It's not. I'll pull these out for now. Actually, I'm gonna do it like that. This one is a smaller deck. See if we can fit that. Nope, too thin. All right. Well, let's see what else we got here. I think, yeah, we'll have to keep that. I just stack them on their sides, some of these. That one doesn't really have the writing on the side at all. Yeah, let's do that. Okay. I think it's something else to talk about, but honestly, my mind has gone blank at the moment. So let's just go ahead and see if I can't get these back in there. I absolutely love these decks. We're going to use these more, I think, on one of the upcoming weekly readings. Let's go ahead and do that. End up reorganizing them. We shall see. I don't know. Kind of like putting some of these by size. They're really big too, actually. These might actually fit in here. Nope. Put these in here. There we go. Let's see. It's gonna have to fit down here. It's tall. Do these fit? Yes. Okay. Let's see what else we got here. I think some of these I want to lay on their side actually. I think, oh, that one doesn't have it. Okay. So I'm going to put all my tarot decks on the top shelf. see, which decks are these? I use that one a lot, so I'm going to put that right there. That one doesn't fit standing, so we'll put it on the side. Also really love this deck, so I'm going to put it right. Oh, it's not going to fit. Well, that's not going to work. What if, you know, I think I'm just going to leave them on their sides then for now. This is also one of my favorite tarot decks. I would definitely say between Wildwood Tarot, the Light Sears Tarot, and the Wild Unknown. If I had to narrow it down to 3 decks, those would be my faves. My Goddess. That one fit barely. It's over here. So I fit right there. Like that. Perfect. Go just like that. And we'll put these right here. So it looks like I'll have to put my smaller tarot decks in with my other like Lenormand or small decks as well. Unless I think I can put that one right there. Yeah, I have 3 small ones that don't really fit. So I'm gonna just stack those right there. Okay. So I think what I'm gonna do is put my Lenormand decks here with my other tarot decks. Put those up there. And gonna fit. Let's put that on bottom. I think that is it for my Lenormand decks. I think it is. Okay, so I've still got these Oracle decks. All these little ones. Little tiny ones. Stick these here. Cards. Do these fit? Let me see real quick if these will fit 3 on top. Maybe not. Okay, so that fits like that. So this deck, I absolutely love it, but the box the lid falls off really easy, so I don't want to stand it on its sides. As you see, it'll like open up. So I'm gonna set that one there. Put this on top of that. That's going to be too tight. These are oracles. Sit that up there. Sit up there. And up there. I think that's it. I think I got it all. And then I have my witch's runes and my own staves and a couple sets of runes, Futhark runes, and I think this is dice. Yeah, I just have a couple pieces of dice in here. I'd love to get into dice, but I don't really have any. They're just those regular pieces right there. So maybe someday I'll get into that. What else? Oh yeah, just to show you guys what else I have. So this is my charm casting kit. It's got the charm cloth, and then a bunch of charms in there. And then this deck is fun. This is a little deck. I'm gonna need to get a bigger box for this, but this is a compilation of from all the years of people sending me letters with a tarot card in it, or subscription boxes with tarot and oracle cards. It's just a mix mash of so many decks. I have so many now that I was kind of able to put them by size, and so now that I have too many to almost fit in this cool little box that I found at a thrift store, I'm thinking about separating it into maybe 3 or 4 different decks based on the size of the cards, because like as you can see, this stack here is really cool. But it just, they are all almost exactly the same size, even though they're completely different decks. And I'm feeling led to really pull a card for everybody right now. So this is just a general reading, timeless. So whenever you find this reading, it's going to be right for you. So if you have made it with me all the way to the end of this video, this is a quick little message for you. What does Spirit want you to know right now? This one. Caradrin, wisdom and banishment. Let me see what I'm getting from that. What's really standing out to me on this card actually is the 2 4s, which reduce down to an 8. And with the 8, to me really represents the seasons and the wheel of year, as well as just the turning of time. And it's got the moon in the background there as well, which also goes through its phases, different time. And so with the bottom words being wisdom and banishment, not necessarily banishment coming through, but more knowing that the dark times are gonna pass, okay? Everything has a season, things come in phases, they come and they go and they circle back around. We learn lessons, and the next time around, you know, we learn something deeper or broader, or see something from a new perspective, or the next time around we see it from somebody else's perspective. So just these cycles that we go through, that when you feel like you're in a dark space and you just want to banish everything, hang on to that bit of wisdom that everything goes in cycles and it's not gonna last forever. Light is coming. Embrace it. There you have it. That is your message for today. Truly, anybody who stuck with me this long for my rambling and just showing you the cards, I am truly grateful. Thank you for being here, and I really hope that you have a very, very blessed day. I'll see you all next time. Thank you for watching.